I'm about to completely shatter and annihilate your perception of reality and what's possible. And I'm going to also be giving you the secrets. I've noted them down right here, so you know when Luke Spurgeon has noted something down, it's about to be a banging video. The secrets on how I've manifested and attracted absolutely everything into my life with very minimal effort. You know, most people, when they're trying to achieve their goals, it feels like a struggle. They're swimming up the stream, they're running up the hill. There's like a constant struggle. It's this wrestle, this tug of war with life. I'm going to give you the secret of how I've been able to pretty much do this very effortlessly. Like, oh, well, you know, woke up one day, and now I'm successful. You know, like, whoops, now I got a six-pack. Whoops, now I'm an absolute combat veteran. You know, it's like these things that I attract. Whoops, thousands of women on my dating apps just ready for me. These things that most people try, especially men, they try so hard to struggle and wrestle with. This is what women understand very beautifully, actually. The feminine energy is very, very good. And this is why people say, in terms of spirituality, women are a lot more highly evolved and higher vibrational than men because they understand how to just go with the flow. They understand how to attract rather than chase. This is what women are so good at. Why do you think men chase women? They've mastered this, and I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. You need that balance. You need to be able to tap into this energy source whenever you desire. So the first tip, we're going to get straight into it. In terms of the secrets of manifestation, how you can get absolutely anything you want in this physical simulation that we live in, is you need to stop letting the ego run the show. So when you're manifesting, what a lot of people, I used to do this, what they do wrong is they sit, they visualize, they manifest, but they're doing it from a position of ego. I want this goal, I want this money, I want this girl, I want this body, I want this thing in the materialistic world, but I want to get it like this, in this way, and I want to achieve it in this amount of time. Otherwise, I'm a failure. And then they start attaching themselves to results. They start beating themselves up. They start socially comparing themselves to other people. Well, this guy got it this quickly, and I'm taking this long to get it. That means I'm not as good. What you don't understand is two things. Number one, your story is uniquely yours. You cannot be out here copying other people and then trying to replicate and get their exact same success, because that's not what you're here to experience. You're here to experience your story, your success. So you should actually embrace how long it's taking and the weird negatives that come along with your manifestations, because that's what makes your story unique. And secondly, is they try and manipulate their manifestations using their ignorant ego. Your ego doesn't know what it doesn't know yet. It's based from a position of past experiences, trauma, the things it's learned so far, but it doesn't know what's up here, what it's trying to manifest. It doesn't know the future, but your soul does, the universe does, God does. And this is where it comes into play, where you start having this wrestle mentality of the ego versus the soul. You are a soul, which is God, the universe. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a higher power, right? But basically, the soul is all-knowing. It knows everything. There isn't anything it needs to learn because it just knows everything. It's God. It's created everything. You're just a particle of God. And you're playing in this human form to experience what it's like to be anything other than God, right? So when you're manifesting and you're going from this position of, no, but I want to do it this way, and you're sat problem solving all day, thinking about how you're going to do it. How am I going to make the money? How am I going to pull it off? How? Wrestling, struggle. What you need to do to manifest effectively is you need to sit, you need to visualize what you want as if you've already got it. You need to start using words, thoughts, and actions that match the vibration of it, as if you've already got the thing that you're trying to manifest. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am attractive. I'm confident. I'm charismatic. Whatever it is you're trying to attract, right? I have endless women to pick from. Even when I was broke in my council estate with holes in the walls, because I used to, when I was so angry at life, I used to punch the walls and there'd be holes still in the walls. I'd wake up with no money in the bank and I'd visualize £5,000 in the bank. And I'd be walking around saying, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, I have everything I've ever wanted, even though I didn't. But the reason we're going to do this is because, number one, we trust that the soul knows best. The soul knows everything. It knows what it needs to teach you to get you to grow into the person that can attract the things that you're trying to manifest. What you're doing wrong is you're allowing the ego to get involved. I want it this way. Yeah, but you're not the guy that's able to attract 10K per month yet, or that girlfriend, or that life, or that partner, or whatever it is you're trying to attract. You're not that person yet. It's not about what you do. So you're wasting time figuring out how. You need to allow the universe to put you through this wave of experiences so you can learn. And then when you learn, you grow. And when you grow, you become the person that can attract what he wants. And sometimes that requires negativity. And this is where people go wrong. They look at it and think, well, it's not working because I'm going through shit and my life's shit and I had this bad day and this negative thing happened and that negative thing happened and I'm going through this, blah, blah, blah. When I was going through, there's endless examples I can give you. DPDR. That's a mental disorder that you get from extreme trauma, near-death experiences. I have that. And I still have it now as I record and talk to you. I've been going through this shit for the past 6-7 months non-stop. So basically what it feels like is a never-ending trip. It feels like I'm in a dream constantly. And then I feel like I can't breathe, and then my airways close, or at least that's what my mind's perceiving. Like, it's really trippy. It's a really trippy mental disorder. It's probably the most uneasy experience a human being can go through, and I've had to deal with it for 7 months straight, every single day. Even when I sleep, I can't escape it. Do you think I sat there and thought, well, I've got DPDR, so my life's shit, I'm just going to give up? No. I looked at it and thought, you know what? DPDR is the catalyst for my further success, and it has been. This is the thing. I'm not even just saying this. It actually has been. When I was going through it at its peak, it's not as bad now. I've learned to deal with it and progressively allow my nervous system to calm down. But when it was at its peak and I was having panic attacks and feeling like I'm going to die every single night and my heart palpitations were going insane and I felt like I was having a stroke, I couldn't feel my body, everything went numb. Weird ass shit, right? I looked at it and thought, this is good. This is part of my manifestation. Sometimes for you to manifest a new reality, you need to become a new person. Well, every time you need to become a new person. But sometimes the universe will present you opportunities and things that you need to go through that are presented in a negative package. They're only negative if you perceive it as such. But anyway, DPDR, I could have looked at it as a negative and thought, this is annoying. I can't even live my life. I may as well just fucking kill myself. You know what I mean? What's the point in this shit? This is not fun at all. I can't enjoy anything. I can't sit and relax. I can't meditate. I can't, even when I'm doing things, trying to distract myself, I still can't enjoy it. I can't do anything. That's like, it's so negative, right? If I allowed that to take over my mind, I would have lost. But instead I flipped my perception. I perceived DPDR as me tapping into my soul, me tapping into a different experience that's unique. What can I learn from this? How can I view the world differently to what I was doing before? And how can I manipulate that experience and alchemize that energy and put it into a positive? And that's what I did. And that's why now you see me popping off on all social medias, richer than I've ever been, more women to pick from than I can ever even potentially ever see in my entire lifetime. And I mean that with no exaggeration. Like, literally, join my school down below in the bio and you can see a detailed description of all the women. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm not saying these things to flex. I know it's like shallow, it doesn't really matter, but I'm saying it because we still live in this ego world. People still value these things. I'm above it. I don't care. I can see that and just understand it's just a simulation. It's a game. But people value that shit, so I use it as a bait point, right? So you need to learn to allow your soul to take you where it knows you need to go. You need to let the ego quiet it down, push it away, and let your soul just take you where you need to go. Now, the way you're going to do this is you're going to meditate, you're going to visualize, and you're going to just not think about the how. So you're going to visualize making that money you want to make or getting that partner you want, right? And you're not going to think to yourself, how am I going to do it? You're just going to show up every day and you're just going to keep trying things. And what you're going to notice is you're going to get ideas. People are going to come into your life. Opportunities are going to present themselves. And if you're present and you're not closed-minded because you're in ego world, I want to do it like this. You're open-minded because you're allowing everything to just play out, right? You're going to find it happens almost overnight. When I started to manifest and meditate like this, literally the next day, I would achieve success. When I manifested going viral on social media, and I use this technique of not thinking about how I'm going to go viral, just manifesting being viral, and then deluding myself as if it already happened. Not thinking about how, just getting up and doing life. Just living life, being present, not trying to figure things out, not trying to put the puzzle pieces together and solve the secrets of the universe. Just getting up and enjoying the ride, enjoying the show. As soon as I did that, you know what happened? 24 hours later, I got one video on Instagram, get 500,000 views in 24 hours. That's fucking insane. Then I had another 2 videos after that hit 1 million simultaneously. Then I had my TikTok 24 hours after that blow up and do the exact same thing, 600k in 24 hours. That is not an accident. And for it to all happen, it's like it was orchestrated. Straight away, as soon as I manifested like that, it happened. That's not a coincidence, my friend. That is me allowing the ego to go away, to quiet down. Shut up, you don't know anything. Let the soul come in, let the universe, let God come in, whatever you believe in, let that come in and drag you where you need to go. Flow across the river. Don't try and swim and force. No, it should be going like this. Just flow. The river's going to go where it's going to go, bro. And if you're going to fight it, you're going to make it harder for yourself. That's point number 1. Number 2, gratitude. Very, very important. If you're not grateful for what you have now in this current present moment, in this present reality, how the fuck are you going to receive anything else? You know why? Because your energy's closed off. Gratefulness and gratitude opens your heart, opens your energy. I'm so grateful for this situation right now. I am so grateful for the fact that even when I'm talking to you, I'm struggling with DPDR and I feel like I can't breathe. If you hear me taking these inhales halfway, I'm trying to settle it down a little bit, but if you hear me taking them, it's because, the DPDR hits and I start to feel like I'm floating out of my body. Like I start astral projecting by accident. Do you know how annoying this is? Do you know what I mean? But I'm grateful for it. There is no negative attached to it at all. I'm nothing but grateful. Don't get me wrong, I've had my moments where I've been standing in the bathroom at nighttime at 3 a.m, struggling to breathe, feeling like I'm floating out of my body and that nothing's real anymore. And then thinking, for fuck's sake, and getting pissed off. Don't get me wrong, I've had those moments. But 90% of the time, you got to be grateful. You got to have this open energy. Breathe. Tai Chi, my friend. Be grateful for everything. Because that way you're opening yourself to receive more. All right? The universe has given you all of this so far. And you're really going to sit and take it for granted? There are people that are literally, your life right now, that you take for granted, is someone's dream life. Some kid in fucking Syria getting blown. Syria. I'm so out of touch with the world. I don't even know. But Gaza or whatever, right? You've got their dream life. Okay? So be grateful for it. And then I promise you'll get more. Simple. That's the way it works as humans, okay? Third thing, this is very important, so keep this in mind. Time isn't real. Okay? Time is not real. It's a man-made construct. Now, the way that we look at time as humans is we look at it as past, present, and future. Right? In 5 minutes, this is going to happen. Tomorrow, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this now. When I get this, then I'll be happy. What you don't understand about how the universe works, and it's not your fault, I didn't understand it until I took, hypothetically, in GTA, took psychedelics, LSD, shrooms, etc. And I had a near-death experience on them. Only through those experiences did I realize how time and reality actually worked. It shows you that in the cosmos of the universe, which is too much of a high vibration for the human mind to tap into, so it couldn't conceptualize it. That's why we keep it nice and simple in human world, and we look at it and just say past, present, future. It's so easy for humans to understand. But for humans to really understand and grasp the concept of the time tunnel, that's what I like to call it. Inside of my school of life, you can join today if you're interested in leveling up your life. I talk about the time tunnel concept, and what this means is time is not sequential, I think is the word I'm looking for. It doesn't happen like this moment and then this moment and then this moment. It happens like a tunnel. Time doesn't move. You move through time using your mind, your imagination, your perception, and everything else. So you're a conscious being. You have this time tunnel, okay? And the version of this time tunnel that you stop at and experience depends on your vibration and your mental perception on the world, what vibration you're tapping into, basically. So if you want to change your reality in the physical world, you need to change the vibration you operate from. And the way you do that is through your words, your actions, and your thoughts. These three things need to align with the vibration that you want. If you want to be rich, you can't be going around saying, I want to be rich. Because then you're going to have the human experience of wanting to be rich. If you actually want wealth right now in your life, you need to just say, I am wealthy, I am rich. Because what you're doing is you're using your mind to time travel through the tunnel of time to the reality where you're already rich. Because you understand that every potential reality that could exist does exist right now in this moment. And the one that you're currently experiencing that you think is unique to now, it's the present, it's not. Everything's real at the exact same time. That is matching the vibration that you're operating from. So to change your physical reality, you got to change your vibration. And you do that through your words, thoughts, and actions. Okay, we have a full in-depth guide inside of my School of Life down below if you want to join that. That is for men. If you're a woman and you're watching this, or if you're a man and you want to level up your life to a next level degree, and you just want to take the coaching to a next level rather than the generalized community advice, anyone is welcome to work with me in my one-to-one coaching. You can get in contact through my email, Instagram, Telegram, TikTok. Find a way to contact me, bring the universe together, bend reality to your will, come and do some one-to-one coaching, and we're going to open up your third eye. It's not going to be comfortable. It's going to feel like death. It's going to feel like I'm breaking down your whole perception of reality and everything you thought was real and your ego and your identity. It's all going to get fucked up, but you're going to be rebuilt into the person that you know you can be. Okay? Get in contact. I'll see you guys soon. Let's go.